Welcome back today, coin lovers and treasure hunters. In this video, we're diving deep into the world of Australian copper coins and uncovering the top 4 most valuable Australian 1-cent coins that are turning heads in the collector market right now. These aren't just any pocket change. These rare 1-cent coins, from different years and in unique conditions, are fetching big money and sparking major demand among collectors around the globe. Let's get started. First, the Australia 1-cent coin from 1983, especially those in fine condition. You might be surprised to learn just how much attention this small, copper beauty is gaining in today's auction market. Its unique backstory, limited availability, and solid demand among collectors make it a hidden treasure that is fast becoming a highlight of coin collections around the world. If you own one or are looking to find one, you're definitely in the right place. The 1983 Australian 1-cent coin is deeply rooted in the transition period of Australia's currency evolution. First introduced in 1966 when Australia adopted decimal currency, the 1-cent coin became a daily part of life for decades. But by the early 1980s, the cost of minting these coins began to outweigh their face value due to the rising price of copper. 1983 was one of the final years in which the coin was produced for circulation, making it one of the last true copper 1-cent pieces minted before Australia eventually withdrew them from everyday use in the early 1990s. This historical transition has made the 1983 1-cent coin more than just pocket change. It's now a piece of monetary history. The 1983 1-cent coin stand out are its striking design elements and traditional craftsmanship. The reverse of the coin features the iconic image of a feathertail glider, a small Australian marsupial, designed by Stuart Devlin, one of Australia's most celebrated coin designers. The front of the coin features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, giving it a royal legacy as well. When found in fine condition, with strong detail and minimal wear, the design truly shines. Its deep bronze tone and distinct shape offer visual appeal that speaks to both artistic and historic collectors. Even minor differences in strike quality or minting clarity can increase its value dramatically in collector circles. The 1983 1-cent coin in fine or better condition is rapidly becoming harder to find. Though millions were minted, most were used heavily in circulation, meaning many existing examples today are worn or damaged. What makes this coin rare today isn't just how many were made, but how many have survived in good condition. Coins in fine condition, with clean details and an even tone, are in strong demand, especially as collectors try to build complete sets of Australian decimal coins. The condition of the coin plays a key role in its desirability, and the 1983 issue has become a top target for serious collectors across Australia and beyond. Let's talk numbers. How much is this coin really worth in today's auction market? While a basic, worn-out example may not raise eyebrows, a well-preserved 1983 1-cent coin in fine condition can command between $2,500,000 in collector sales. But that's not the ceiling. Coins that exhibit sharp detail or come with an unusual toning, error, or provenance have sold for significantly more. Online auctions and rare coin marketplaces are seeing a surge in interest for these coins, and the competition among collectors is only heating up. As awareness grows, so does the market value, making now a great time to assess what you might have in your collection. For collectors who want to make the most of this opportunity, a few tips can go a long way. First, avoid cleaning your coins even if they look slightly dirty. Natural wear is preferred over polished damage. Store your coins in a cool, dry place, ideally in a protective sleeve or album to prevent oxidation. If you suspect your coin is in especially good condition, consider getting it graded by a professional service. It adds to the credibility and value. Stay engaged with numismatic communities online and at shows, because learning from other collectors and sellers will help you spot rare varieties and price trends more effectively. The 1983 Australia 1-cent coin in fine condition is far more than just an old copper coin. It's a valuable piece of Australian history, a collector's favourite, and a smart item to watch in the rising rare coin market. With its striking design, historic significance, and increasing scarcity, this coin is generating real excitement among hobbyists and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, adding a fine-condition 1983 1-cent coin to your collection could be one of the smartest and most rewarding moves you make. Next up, the Australia 1-cent coin from 1976, especially in excellent condition. This small copper coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but its historical significance, design brilliance, and rising value in the auction market are making it a top target among collectors and investors alike. If you own this coin or are thinking of hunting one down, stay with us. This could be one of the smartest moves in your numismatic journey. The 1976 Australia 1 cent coin holds a strong place in the timeline of Australian decimal currency. First introduced in 1966 with the shift from pounds and shillings to dollars and cents, the 1 cent coin became a cornerstone of daily transactions across the nation. By the mid-1970s, however, global economic changes were beginning to impact the minting process. The rising cost of copper and the growing need to modernize the coinage system made every mintage during this period increasingly significant. The year 1976 stands out not just for its mintage numbers but for its position in a decade where coin collecting interest was rapidly expanding. This particular coin represents a time when Australian currency was evolving both economically and culturally. The 1976 1 cent coin is its classic and elegant design. On the reverse, we find the beloved image of the feathertail glider, a tiny, nocturnal marsupial native to Australia beautifully crafted by renowned designer Stuart Devlin. The attention to detail, even on such a small surface, is truly impressive. On the obverse side, we see the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on Australian coins throughout the 1970s. What makes the 1976 version unique is the crispness of the strike and the smooth copper finish that, when preserved in excellent condition, reveals the full depth and clarity of both designs. These features make it an aesthetically valuable coin that appeals strongly to both visual collectors and historical enthusiasts. Aspects that drive collector demand. While the 1976 1 cent coin was minted in significant numbers, the passage of time has taken a toll on most circulating examples. Finding one in excellent condition with minimal marks, no wear on high points, and strong color is increasingly rare. Most of these coins were heavily used in everyday transactions, and very few were stored carefully. This is why coins from this year in excellent or near uncirculated condition have become hot assets in the market. The limited number of well-preserved pieces, combined with the coin's growing popularity, creates a perfect storm for rising demand and value. Collectors worldwide are now actively seeking this exact year to fill gaps in their decimal collections, and competition is steadily increasing. Let's talk about what this means in real terms, the current market value in dollars. While a worn example may only be worth its face value to an untrained eye, an Australia 1 cent 1976 coin in excellent condition can command impressive figures. In today's auction and collector markets, these coins can fetch anywhere from $5,800,000 depending on the sharpness of the strike, overall preservation, and eye appeal. If the coin is nearly uncirculated or has been professionally graded, the value can climb even higher. Online bidding wars and private collector purchases are proving that even the smallest coins can bring in big numbers when they're rare and well preserved. For a coin that originally cost only 1 cent, that's an incredible return. The 1976 1 cent coin is a wise and rewarding choice. First, always aim to acquire coins in the highest condition possible. Look for sharp edges, clear design lines, and minimal surface damage. Never attempt to clean the coin, as this reduces its authenticity and value. Keep your coins in protective sleeves or coin albums and store them in a cool, dry environment to prevent oxidation. It's also a smart move to join coin communities, attend local coin shows, and stay active in online marketplaces where these coins often appear. Keeping an eye on certified auction platforms can also help you gauge real-time trends and spot valuable opportunities. The Australia 1 cent coin from 1976 in excellent condition is far more than just an old piece of change. It's a collectible artifact rich in national history, crafted with artistic precision, and backed by a rising market of serious buyers and collectors. With its growing rarity, stunning design, and increasing dollar value, this coin stands as a shining example of how vintage coins can transform into prized treasures. Whether you already have one tucked away in a coin jar or you're planning to search for it, now is the perfect time to recognize its potential and be part of its journey into the spotlight. Next up, the 1966 Australia 1 cent coin. But not just any piece, we're focusing on those that have been preserved in very fine condition, the ones that are standing out in auctions and among serious collectors. This is not just another old coin. This is a symbol of Australia's monetary transformation, a piece of art, and in today's market, a high-demand collectible with impressive dollar value. So, if you have one of these coins tucked away or are curious about its potential, you're in for something truly exciting. The 1966 1-cent coin begins during a pivotal moment in Australian financial history. That year, on the 14th of February, Australia introduced decimal currency, replacing the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. It was a bold, modernising step forward, and to mark this monumental change, the Royal Australian Mint released a brand new series of coins, and the 1-cent coin was one of the first ever produced in this decimal era. This wasn't just a practical move, it was a redefinition of Australian currency, and the 1966 1-cent coin became a cornerstone of that transition. Every single one of these coins holds historical significance, and that alone makes it a highly collectible item today. The 1966 1-cent coin, it's easy to see why collectors are drawn to it. The reverse side features a beautifully detailed image of the feathertail glider, a small and uniquely Australian marsupial, designed by the internationally acclaimed artist Stuart Devlin. His work on this coin transformed it from simple currency into a miniature piece of art. On the obverse side is the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin, another iconic design element that marked a new chapter in Australian coinage. In very fine condition, these designs remain sharp and full of life. The details in the fur of the glider, the flowing lines of the Queen's portrait, and the clean rim of the coin are all preserved, making these pieces shine both visually and historically. Now let's talk about rarity, because while millions of these coins were minted in 1966, most were quickly worn down through decades of circulation. Very few have survived in very fine condition, where the coin still has a strong overall appearance, with minimal wear and clear details. These higher-grade examples are what serious collectors are chasing after today. They are becoming increasingly difficult to find, especially ones that haven't been cleaned or damaged. As the coin nears 60 years of age, the number of very fine examples left in the wild continues to shrink. And as demand rises, these coins are moving from casual collectibles into the category of rare and valuable assets in the numismatic world. So what kind of value are we talking about in today's market? A circulated 1966 1-cent coin might still be worth face value or just a few cents to the average person. But a coin in very fine condition is a different story entirely. Depending on overall preservation, surface quality, and strike sharpness, values typically range between $3,800,000. Coins that are approaching extremely fine or almost uncirculated can even sell for significantly higher in competitive auctions or private sales. And let's not forget coins with errors from the 1966 batch, like off-center strikes or die clashes, can multiply in value. The market is heating up for early decimal coins in premium grades, and the 1966 1-cent coin is riding the wave with strong momentum. If you're a collector or even just starting to explore the world of rare coins, this is a great piece to study and pursue. Always aim to find coins in the highest possible condition. Look for clear details, minimal rim wear, no deep scratches, and natural toning that shows the coin hasn't been harshly cleaned. Store your coins in acid-free sleeves or hard coin capsules, and keep them away from moisture and direct sunlight. If you believe your 1966 1-cent coin is in very fine or better condition, consider having it professionally graded. That can significantly increase its marketability and sale price. And always stay connected with numismatic groups, forums, and auction sites where you can learn more and keep up with real-time price trends. The 1966 Australia 1-cent coin in very fine condition is far more than just a small copper disc. It's a historical milestone, a beautifully crafted collectible, and in today's auction market, a coin of rising value and strong demand. Its legacy as part of Australia's decimal revolution, combined with its scarcity in high grades, makes it a true star in the world of coin collecting. Whether you have one already or are inspired to find one, this coin is a brilliant addition to any collection and a shining example of how history, art, and value come together in a single piece of metal. Next up, the 1973 Australia 1-cent coin, even in circulated condition. That's right, this isn't about mint condition or flawless coins locked in display cases. Today, we're talking about the incredible demand and rising value of the 1973 1-cent coin that has been in circulation, a coin that's proving its worth despite age and wear. If you've got one of these tucked away, or you're just starting your journey in coin collecting, This is a story you won't want to miss. The 1973 1-cent coin is a piece of Australian currency history that carries deep significance. Introduced as part of the decimal currency system that began in 1966, the 1-cent coin was a common part of daily life for millions of Australians. However, by the early 1970s, economic shifts were taking place, with inflation rising and the purchasing power of low-denomination coins beginning to diminish. The 1973 mintage represents a crucial period where the coin's value in everyday use was changing, but its importance as a collectible asset was just beginning to form. This particular year is now seen by collectors as part of a key chapter in the evolution of Australian coinage, adding to the coin's growing demand. The 1973 1-cent coin, particularly interesting are its subtle yet meaningful design features. Like its counterparts from other years, the reverse side features the much-loved feathertail glider, Australia's smallest gliding marsupial, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin. The detail in this tiny image is a testament to Devlin's craftsmanship, capturing the essence of Australia's wildlife in miniature form. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar and iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, giving the coin a regal and historic touch. Even in circulated condition, many of these coins still display these striking details, making them a favorite for collectors who appreciate both design and history. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition, two of the most important factors in determining a coin's value. While it's true that the 1973 1-cent coin was produced in decent numbers, far fewer have survived in collectible condition due to heavy use in circulation. Many were lost, melted down, or worn to the point of being nearly unrecognizable. This means that even circulated examples with visible detail and minimal damage are now being viewed as valuable finds. In today's market, a circulated coin from this year with decent eye appeal can attract strong interest. Collectors are not only looking for uncirculated pieces anymore, they're also placing value on historical authenticity, and circulated coins like these are rising in demand. In terms of current market value, the numbers may surprise you. A 1973 1-cent coin in circulated condition typically sells for between $1,400,000 depending on overall appearance, detail clarity, and color tone. But values can climb significantly when certain features like strong detail, even wear, or natural toning are present. In some auctions and collector sales, examples have sold for $10 or more, especially when buyers are looking to complete a specific year set or fill a missing gap in their decimal collection. With awareness of vintage Australian coinage increasing around the world, prices are steadily rising, and the 1973 coin is certainly part of that upward trend. If you're a collector, or someone who just enjoys the thrill of discovery, there are a few tips to maximize the value of a coin like this. First and foremost, handle your coin carefully and avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can damage the natural surface and reduce its value, even if it looks shiny. Keep your coin stored in a dry, cool environment, ideally in a coin flip or protective case. Pay attention to features like strong rim edges, legible lettering, and consistent surface color. These are signs of quality that collectors love. Stay connected to the numismatic community, whether online or through local coin clubs, to stay informed about trends, price changes, and upcoming opportunities to buy or sell. The 1973 1-cent coin in circulated condition is a shining example of how age, history, and beauty come together to create real value. It's a coin that has lived a life in the hands of everyday Australians, and now it's finding new life in the collections of those who understand its significance. From its historic background to its charming design and its rising value in the auction market, this coin is a reminder that even circulated pieces can carry enormous worth, not just financially, but culturally and historically. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner exploring your first few coins, the 1973 1-cent coin is a must-watch and a potential gem in your collection. Thanks for joining us on this journey through rare coins and their hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the coins that are changing hands and making headlines. Leave a comment below if you found a 1973 1-cent coin or want to share your story. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and always believe in the value of every coin in your hand.